High-performance people, the kids that are on the Hall of Fame, my Hall of Fame, have 4 or 5 characteristics. I'm going to name just 2 or 3 of them. Number 1, they give up social media, unless they're selling on it. Number 2, they work at a standing desk. Everybody understand a standing desk? Standing desk. Number 3, they have a treadmill under the desk and it goes at 4 kilometers an hour. 4 kilometers seems to be the maximum where you can still work and do a standing desk. Number 4, they work out 3 to 5 times a week between 30 and 60 minutes a day. Not for 6 packs, not for 4 or 7 or 8% body fat, but just to be generally fit. And last but not least, they eat healthy. That means different things to different people. Doesn't mean vegan, doesn't mean vegetarian. Some just eat meat. But 90% of all my high-performance kids do all those things I just mentioned. And the last thing, or the 6th thing, is they make all their employees, their family, their wife, their kids, their parents, accountable. Mom, is this an important call? I'll talk to you over the weekend. Thanks, Mom. Click. Dad, are you in the hospital with a heart attack? It's not, okay, I'll call you over the weekend. Click. Our children have to call with one of my 4 assistants to make an appointment with me to get me on the phone.
Guys like us, we live in the moment. I can't fix what you did wrong before you got here. If I get down in the hole with you, the hole, desperation that most of you live in, I can't help you. I can only, from the time you got here forward, I can change some of your belief systems. If you're 30 years old, you've been around about 250,000 hours. Well, this week can change those 250,000 hours if you immerse yourself. Now, you've heard the guys and the gals so far say they immerse themselves. They use different words. The French girl said it a little differently. But it has to be an obsession. You have to be, I already said this, you have to be like a born-again Christian. You got to be totally. And for those 2 or 3 of you that got some money, that's very hard to do because you're already happy. You're already in your comfort zone. And you've been in your comfort zone a long time. You want to make more money as long as I don't have to take any risk. That's basically it. For those of you who got a few bob. And the system will work. It's not going to work in, like Josh did, but it'll work. Most of you need improvisation. You should go take free classes in acting at a junior college or a college. Second, join Rotary. And I tell everybody this, Rotary, and you want to be on 1 or 2 committees. You want to be on the finance committee and you want to be in the membership committee. Why? Because if anybody's worth coming through the front door, you're going to see them. And you're going to also see how much money they're worth. Some guys look better than they really are. Rotary, okay? And Toastmasters, you want to not just sit, because there's 2 or 3 classifications of Toastmaster. You want the one that participates, where they say, this is a gold bar, sell it to me. That part, not the one to just sit back there and review everything. Toastmasters, because your communication skills, they're not for what you're doing now. But you don't get to be a billionaire if you can't talk. Remember, leadership is me getting you to do what I want you to do when I want you to do it. And now the good news is 98% of the high performance people on the planet are all introverts. You got a chance. Only 2% of us are extroverts. And only 10% of that 2% are alpha males, like me. If your communication skills get 5% as good as mine, it's an instant billionaire. 5% as good as mine, it's an instant billionaire. Just like 2000, 5%, you're an instant billionaire. Right now, there's nobody that has a 0.5% as good as my communication skills. Napoleon Hill, he didn't say, just do it. He said, action is the real measure of intelligence. So what's the corollary to that? Corollary is a big word, I understand. What's the opposite of that? inaction is for meatheads. And why do we not take action? Because we're afraid, we want to be liked. Almost everybody in this room is a pleaser. And if I call you a pleaser, that means you're spineless. You know you're pleasers. There's a method to our madness of the questions we ask you. What's the highest performance thing you've ever done in your life? What's the highest performance thing your partner or wife has done in their life? What's the highest performance thing that your kids have ever done in their life? I'm going to go, and these aren't the exact words you use. Nothing, nothing, nothing. We got some guys that are pretenders, not pleasers, pretenders to be tough. It's all right if you down deep inside know you're not tough, just as long as you pretend to be tough. That's all it takes. That's why we send you to Toastmasters. That's why we send you to improv. And yet 98% of the high performance people are all introverts. But I mean, Warren and Bill and these guys are ruthless is not a word. Whatever transcends ruthless is the word to describe him. And Steve, God rest his soul, was unbelievable. He said, a bunch of them said, Dan, you could have been a trillionaire. Forget the IT. You could have been a trillionaire. But you're too easy on people. If I'm too easy, what are you? I could eat this whole room alive. If I'm easy, if I'm soft, what are you? And that's what they say privately, off camera.